Hey all, it's Snako here for a figure review. This is my first figure review, opposed to a custom figure, although this guy's a little bit custom, which you will see in a sec. It's actually my second attempt, or the third attempt at doing the review. With my previous one with my different camera, I forgot to do height comparisons. Yay! Foolish. Anyway, so I want to get them out of the way straight away so I don't forget again, and then I'll get on to the actual figure. So quick height comparisons. I've got here, who I've been using for most of my comparisons these days, is the new Ultimate cap from the same line, I believe. There you go, he stands quite nicely, you know. Hyperion's definitely got the width, but only a little bit taller, which I think is good. I've also got the Extremis Iron Man here. Stand him up. If you want to stand up, there you go. It fits in pretty well with both of them. The standard female mould, I'll put Mystique just there, so you can see he stands quite nicely there. So I want to give you guys as many as I can. Then I've got the return of 4 here, who I'm going to be reviewing after I finish doing my little customizing bits. See, 4 Towers cap, you know, I think it fits quite nicely in there. And just lastly, I've got the 2 set Hulk. So there's a comparison. So there, you should surely have hopefully one of these figures. You should be able to get an idea of how big he is. And yeah, to the figure. This figure is awesome. I love this figure. I think it's one of the best figures I've got. Not really a fan of Hyperion, ironically. I like the Ultimates comics, and I like him in that. And that's actually probably what I'm going to be doing with this guy. I'm probably going to be turning him into an Ultimate Hyperion. But about this guy, he's very solid, as you can see. He's very yellowy, reddy, goldy, gingery. He's got great paints, great paint apps. No like detailing, they're just solid colours. The only actual real detailing in the paint is in the cape. His cape is a solid yellow, but it's got little, very faint wash going in it. It's very hardly noticeable, and I very much doubt it's going to even come up on my camera. See if you want to zoom and pick it up. No, I don't think that's coming over, but maybe. Anyway, and apart from that, it's got the gold on the brooches. The cape is very solid plastic. It's not like some of them which have been quite flexible. This is not going anywhere really, guys. Now you may notice that my guy is missing a certain part of him. He's missing his cuffly thingy-majiggies. These were literally just here, but I'm not a fan of these, and as I said, I'm hoping to make this guy into either an Ultimate Hyperion or a Superman, so I took these off. It's very easy to do. You literally you have to cut underneath the here, cut along this line, and this bit here just pops off. It's not glued on or anything. And then if you want to reattach it with a seamless seam, you've got 2 choices here. You can peg it back in, so you can either heat it and pop it, but then you'd have to fill up the gap with some epoxy, or you cut off this tiny slither of plastic. It's not a lot. It's very small. It's literally 2mm big, but the joins in the boots, if you look, if I get the thing to zoom, are very seamless. They definitely seem to fit, and I'm pretty sure this is actually how Sentry is going to look. So they work really well. The way I've done it, I've lost the boot cut, but I don't care for boot cuts much anyway, so that's fine by me. Anyway, back to the figure review. As I said, it's a gorgeous looking figure, just bulky. It's not big as you saw, it's just bulky, which I think looks wicked. Solid Snakes review said that he looks like an early Arnold Schwarzenegger, and I think he hit it dead in the head there. He does look just like Arnold Schwarzenegger, especially with the bookshelf chest sticking out. He's like popping, and there's big under the irons and all that, I don't know. Anyway, his cape comes off in 2 parts. It's simple too. You can do like a whoosh, you know, so he's standing there dramatically and all that. First part pegs in here, simple peg, simple hole. Second part, a bit more tight. Now this bit, before I take off, I'll show you, is actually moulded to the shape of his muscles. So you get a really nice tight fit there. So yeah, but this one's really stiff, so be careful when you take this one off, guys. I haven't noticed any wearing or tearing or whitening or anything like that, but you never know. With these toys today, they tend to love to break. Excuse me. Anyway, back to the figure. The head is on a ball, so it pops straight off. As for the head sculpt, you know, it's a good head sculpt. The hair is really nice. My one has, which I noticed actually in another one's review I watched, has somewhat goofy eyes. So that seems to be a common thing with these figures. They don't quite line up just right. They don't look drastically bad. They're just off enough. But the hair is a great sculpt on the hair. Excuse me. Gives me a few ideas for my Superman figure. I might just use this head, trim it down a little bit, maybe make this into his little curl. Shouldn't be too difficult. Anyway, Hyperion. Articulation. His head, as I said, is on a little ball, so you've got a little bit of a wobble in it, but it goes all the way back, so you get some great flight pose in that. Plus, with his added ab crunch, you can get some really strong flight poses. He can also look all the way down, so literally put his chin to his chest. Shoulders on a ball joint, so you have 360 movement, and you can go up this far. You've got bicep swivel, double joint elbow, and then you've got a wrist swivel, and also a pivot up to there and to there. So he's got a fist in his right hand and an open fist in his left, so he can hold something. I've heard that Sentry is going to be the other way around, so he's going to have a fist in his left and an open in his right. His ab crunch is really good. It's one of the best parts about the figure. It goes that back, that far. And we're out of focus. He goes forward, that far. So I think that's one of the best ab crunches I've seen in a long time. It's pretty good. He does have a waist cut, but I don't like waist cuts, so mine's glued. And he does have some thigh cuts, but again, mine are glued. So he can rotate here and here, but I apologise, mine's glued. He's got T-cut hips, yay! So he can do a Spartan kick like that, you know, that far. He can go out really wide actually, which is quite good for the big figure. It's better than the Bucky caps, which I noticed, but whatever. Double joint knee. Go bend to that much, so he's got pretty good range there. And as I said, he does come with a boot cut, but mine's glued because of what I've done. Ankle point to there and to there, so nice range in that. And then finally he's got an ankle pivot, which I'm unsure about these. I haven't decided, because I think you can get some great like dramatic foot movements, but at the same time they sort of look like you've broken your ankle. But anyway, that's Hyperion. I think he's a great figure, and I recommend. If you see one, definitely pick him up. He's definitely worth it in your collection. Great for customizers, great for everything. Thanks for watching.